Now off the top, as we're learning more about the Bridger Foothills Fire, we're also still learning more about the lasting devastation it's left behind. MTN's Annie Johnson met up with a Bridger Canyon landowner who has a long road to restoration ahead.
It's been almost 2 weeks since the fire blazed through Bridger Canyon, and even though it has passed through this area, residents will still be dealing with the effects for years to come.
I'm thinking it's going to be 10 years before it doesn't look the way it looks currently.
For several generations, Mike Papke's family has owned over 600 acres of land in Bridger Canyon.
This is my where I grew up, my mom and dad's place. This is kind of the stomping grounds of being a child and growing up in the country, I guess.
Mike's home was untouched by the fire, but much of the land he grew up on was scorched.
It's kind of a little bit surreal. You know, it almost feels like at parts there could be like PTSD.
In addition to the land, now Mike is left with possibly having to replace miles of fencing ruined by flames.
I believe the going rate's $3 to $5 a foot, and so when you start adding miles of fence to fix, that number gets really big.
And there's more concerns.
I'm not sure there's going to be any grass that comes back, you know, so now we're looking at spreading some grass seed. You know, we're going to be fighting the weeds forever. I guess there's a lot of unknowns and a lot of scenario planning, but we just don't know.
But one thing local landowners can be sure of is their community support.
We're trying to gather hay for producers that have lost hay, lost feed, and lost fencing supplies. So a lot of hay and things sometimes are covered by insurance, sometimes not, but fencing supplies are not. So we're just kind of trying to do a drive to get enough to get them back on their feet and get them through this winter.
Like I said earlier, the fire has passed through this area, but local landowners are still dealing with the effects and in need of support. Reporting in Bridger Canyon, Annie Johnson, MTN News.
Thank you very much for that, Annie. Now the Hay Day fundraiser will be September 26th and the 27th at Murdoch's Ranch and Supply Store in Bozeman.